your family and friends, they're not going to understand what you're doing or what you're trying to do for your life. And I'm going to say your life in capital letters, because it's your life. You know, when we make decisions, we sometimes we make decisions based on the opinions of others, and that's going to keep you trapped in a world of where it's going to be very hard for you to grow as a person and as an individual, because you're going to be doing things based on what you think the people around you want to see and want to see you do. I'm gonna tell you something. Those people are human just like you. They're human. They're not gonna have the perfect answers. Your own mother and father, if you had parents, you know, if you're blessed to have parents, they're not gonna have the answers for you either. Some people don't understand that. They think that, and your parents, sometimes your parents, most of the time your parents do have your best. They think they have your best interests at heart, but at the same time, they can't make decisions for you. And if I listened to all of my family and friends like in the past, I wouldn't be the individual I am today. I wouldn't have stretched myself out and threw myself out into certain environments to see like what would happen, or what could I learn from the situation, or how can I grow from here, how can I do this. I like, you know, I would have missed out on so much. And I'm glad that my person, like me, naturally, it's very hard for me to just listen to somebody because of who they are. You know, I'm not a person that believes just because you're older than me that you have more insight or you have this and that, because I've seen old fools before. I've seen people that's 40, 50 years older than me making dumb decisions that I can't even fathom to why they would make that decision. I'm not saying that because I'm better than them, I'm smarter than them. It has nothing to do with that, but it's the fact of the matter of, I understand that like I have to carve my own path, my own way. I have to figure it out for myself, you know? And I always kind of knew that as a kid. I think it hit me around 6th grade where I was like, I feel like I need to just kind of do my own thing, and I just never want to fall into the trap of being a person I wasn't, you know, just because it's easy. Like I said in the previous video, it's easier to be somebody else and not yourself. It's very easy to be something that you're not, but you gotta understand that you're going to have to have a lot of confidence and faith in yourself and whatever you're trying to do in life, you know. And it's going to get rough, it's going to get tough. You're going to have times where you feel like it's easier to take this easier path. It's very easy to take the easier path, but what I've learned is, if you're doing something that you really believe worthwhile, you put your soul and your spirit into it to where it doesn't matter, you're just going to do it regardless, bro. There's nothing but good that can come out of that. There's nothing but good that can come out of that, because you're putting your whole entire being into this. And that could be with anything in life, you know. And like I said, the people around you might not understand. It's not their job to understand. It's only for you to understand that. So if you're an artist, I don't know why you don't post your art. If you're trying to start a business, I don't know why you don't promote your business. Some people, they don't promote what they're doing or what they're trying to do with their life because they're afraid of what the people around them are going to say. Listen, the people around you are probably from your hometown. They probably won't support you because they see you as the person that you used to be and not who you are now. And that's okay. As long as you know that you've grown as an individual and that you're not the same person, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And eventually in due time, they'll see that. But if you keep on basing your own perspective and your own life on how other people are going to perceive you, that is awful. You're not going to have a fulfilling life. You're just not. And some people realize it early, some people realize it a little bit later. Some people don't, they never realize it at all. And they get stuck into this paradigm of where, well, I've done this, I've done that, but I just I feel like I'm supposed to be somebody else, because they probably are supposed to be somebody else, but they end up doing what they thought everyone around them wanted them to do, you know? And I just never wanted to live that way. I remember back in 7th grade, I played a lot of sports, but I quit football because I knew football. I was like, nah, it's not for me. I like watching it or whatever, but I was like, I'm cool. I don't want to play. I want to play basketball. I want to run track, whatever. And all the coaches were trying to convince me to play because they were like, you could be so great in high school. You could do this, you could do that. And they were right. Like, I probably could have. Like, I was decently athletic, but I knew in my heart of hearts, like, bro, this is not me. I feel like I would be killing off a piece of myself in order to do this to please everybody else. And I know that may sound like a silly, simple story, but my point was, I told the coach straight up, this is me probably at like what? How old are we in 7th grade? What are we, like what, 14? I can't remember. We're like, what, we like 13, 14? I can't remember. But I told the coach, I said, listen, I said, I get what you're saying. I said, but at the end of the day, I really want to do this thing my way. I swear to God, I said that word for word, bar for bar. I said, I want to do this thing my way. And he couldn't even fathom that somebody my age was saying something like that. You know, because I always knew I was more than just a piece of flesh. I always knew I was more than just a physical, like a physical specimen. You know what I mean? And my point to you, the reason why I made this is because you got to see long term for yourself. You got to see that you're more than what everybody is trying to make you out to be. Because a lot of people, they're not going to see what you see for your life. And they're not supposed to. It's not their job to. So as long as you believe in what you're doing, as long as you have something that keeps you going every day, that keeps you from pretty much insanity, if we're being real, I promise you it's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be worthwhile at some point. You're going to see the rewards of it at some point. But the reward shouldn't be your focus. You should just be doing it for the love of the game, as they say. You know what I mean? Don't let the opinions of others dictate how you live your life. In whatever way you want to take that. Okay? Because you're just going to be miserable and you're going to be a shell of yourself. You don't want to be a shell of yourself. You don't. I've been there. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Because to a lot of others, you have to lie to yourself first. To a lot of others, you got to lie to yourself first. And you got to believe that lie. You know? Your life is... You only get one shot at this thing. You only get one shot at this thing. And you don't know. You don't know when lights out could be. So, I hope you do something today that helps you go towards your goals even closer. Excuse me, it helps you get closer to your goals, okay? Because you only get one shot at this thing, man. It's finite. It's finite, all right? I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you soon.